What if the Epstein Files hold the key to unraveling the future of Donald Trump's legacy? Hidden documents, secret connections, and shocking revelations. Stay tuned as we dive into a story that could change everything we know about the former president. The name Donald Trump has been a lightning rod for controversy throughout his career, but recently it's become part of a new storm, one that threatens to undermine everything he's built. The Epstein Files, a collection of documents tied to the disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein, have surfaced again, and this time, Trump's name is front and center. In 2025, the news broke that Trump's connection to Epstein is much deeper than many realized, and now the files are starting to unravel a tangled web that may forever alter the public's view of the former president. Epstein, the convicted sex offender and financier, was known for his associations with the rich and powerful, and Trump was no exception. Despite their relationship reportedly ending in the early 2000s, the Epstein Files reveal surprising connections, including mentions in flight logs and social events. The information resurfacing has sparked waves of concern, intrigue, and, for Trump, a growing political and legal crisis. To understand why these files are so damaging, let's take a closer look at what they reveal. The Epstein Files, compiled by federal investigators and Epstein's associates, include flight logs, photographs, correspondence, and various documents that tie Trump to Epstein's network in ways many had not previously known. These records suggest that Trump was more than just a casual acquaintance. His name appeared multiple times on Epstein's private jet flight logs, at events held at Epstein's notorious properties, and in the infamous birthday book that Epstein kept, which listed his influential contacts. The files point to a closer relationship than Trump had publicly admitted. While Trump has denied knowing Epstein well, or engaging in any illegal activities with him, these files suggest otherwise. This is where things get tricky. While there is no direct evidence of criminal activity involving Trump, his connections to Epstein raise uncomfortable questions. The public is asking, how much did Trump really know? What role, if any, did he play in Epstein's world? In one of the most telling documents, the birthday book, compiled by Epstein's associate Ghislaine Maxwell, Trump's name appears alongside some highly questionable figures. The book, which has since become a key piece of evidence, may be a glimpse into the type of people Epstein surrounded himself with. Critics argue that by associating with Epstein and attending his events, Trump might have been complicit in an underworld of illegal activities. As the Epstein Files come to light, Trump's political fortunes have been directly impacted. The files have ignited a firestorm among critics, who see the connection as evidence of deeper corruption. For Trump, the revelations could have far-reaching consequences, particularly as he faces mounting legal battles and potential criminal charges related to his previous business dealings, the January 6th Capitol insurrection, and now, the Epstein Files. Democratic lawmakers have already seized on the Epstein documents, pushing for more transparency and demanding that the full extent of Trump's relationship with Epstein be revealed. Calls for investigations have grown louder, and Trump's legal team is scrambling to protect his reputation. Many are wondering if the Epstein Files will become the final blow to Trump's future political ambitions, especially as the documents continue to surface. However, Trump's supporters argue that this is just another smear campaign, claiming that there is no hard evidence linking him to any illegal actions involving Epstein. They point to his public distancing from Epstein in the early 2000s as proof that he's not guilty of any wrongdoing. But as the Epstein Files grow more complex, the media frenzy surrounding the Epstein Files has been convincing to many new revelations hitting the headlines almost daily. From shocking quotes to explosive allegations, every new piece of information sends shockwaves through the media and the public. News outlets from across the political spectrum have jumped on the story, fueling the fire of speculation and concern. And as the story continues to unfold, more and more people are asking questions. What did Trump know about Epstein's crimes? How deep was his involvement with one of the world's most notorious sex offenders? Is the public being kept in the dark about the true extent of Trump's relationship with Epstein? While Trump's camp denies any wrongdoing, the media portrayal of these files has significantly damaged his public image. Trump's approval ratings, already fluctuating, have dipped further as the Epstein saga unravels. His once loyal supporters are beginning to question his integrity, and even some within his own party have started to distance themselves from him. So, what happens next? Will the Epstein Files destroy Donald Trump's political future? It's still too early to tell. Legal battles are ongoing, and the investigation into Epstein's associates continues to intensify. If Trump is found to have had more direct involvement with Epstein's illegal activities, he could face serious criminal charges. If the files continue to damage his public image, it may be difficult for him to regain his former support. However, Trump has survived many scandals before. His ability to weather storms, manipulate the media, and rally his base is legendary. It remains to be seen if he can bounce back from this latest controversy. His political future will likely depend on the legal outcomes and how the public reacts to the ongoing revelations. But one thing is clear: the Epstein Files have opened up a new chapter in the saga of Donald Trump's life, and its consequences may be felt for years to come. Whether or not this scandal ultimately destroys his legacy will depend on the full scope of what these files reveal and how the American public responds. In conclusion, the Epstein Files are far more than just a footnote in Trump's career. They represent a potentially game-changing issue in his life, impacting his legal battles, public perception, and political future. The next few months will likely be crucial in determining whether or not this scandal proves to be the downfall of one of America's most controversial figures. Stay tuned as this story continues to develop, and remember to subscribe to our channel for all the latest updates on this ongoing saga.